It's been a phenomenal year of the LIV Golf League season in 2024. We're here in Dallas, Texas, and who better to wrap up the season of Heng Time than Sergio Garcia, captain of Fireballs GC, as well as your 2017 Masters champion. It's the team championships. Let's go. Oh, fancy seeing you here, Sergio. How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for doing this. Welcome to Heng Time. We got one of the longest holes here, so I apologize that you have to spend 20, 30 minutes with me, but it's the final one, and then we'll leave you alone for the year. Okay. All right, let's watch you tee off, and we'll get into it.
Thank you.
Shall we?
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Sergio, what's your strategy here? Where are you aiming this? Where are you starting this? Tell us the shape that you see.
Okay, so it's a little bit of a dogleg ride. It's a long hole, like you said, 655, par 5. Ideally, probably the finishing line will be that TV tower.
Okay.
So even if I hit it a little bit left of it, it's still fine. It's a long run out over there. So.
Okay, let's see you do it. Right on it, just the way you called it.
Let's see.
It's good to be Sergio. Well, Sergio, we're here in Dallas for the team championship. I'm going to open up, obviously, with a team question because it looks like captains don't have to play in the singles this year, which makes things so interesting. So many different matchups that could happen. Yeah. Apparently, you're not playing the singles. Tell us about your strategy around that and what was the thought process?
You know, I think foursomes is as important as any of the singles because you only have 3 matches, you got to win 2 of them. And I felt like Abraham and myself should be a good foursomes matchup. And then obviously I have 2 young, strong Spanish stallions in Eugenio and David that can play the singles. So I feel like that's probably our best matchup to try to get 2 or hopefully 3 wins. And you know, we'll see how we do.
Well, you don't have a shabby Ryder Cup record, right? So I'm sure it's going to turn out great, and we really are excited to watch it. Now that we're wrapping up the 2024 season, you've had a really successful year. How would you assess the season, and how proud are you of yourself?
Yeah, obviously very proud. I think it's been a very solid, consistent season. Obviously, you can always look back and say, oh, you know, obviously lost 2 playoffs, finished third. Finished second 3 times and got a nice win in Valderrama too. So for me, you know, at my age and everything, to play as well and as consistently as I played all year and to finish in the top 3, even to finish in the top 10 of the LIV season would have been a great year. So to finish in the top 3, it makes it even better.
You're the only player in the top 5 of the individual standings that are in the top 5, over 40. What makes you still be able to be that competitive and be motivated and stay motivated? Because you've been a pro since 1999, and it's been 25, 26 years of traveling, the disappointments, the difficult times, the good times. What still motivates you till today?
Well, I love it. I just love playing the game. I think that now with Fireballs and the team aspect of it, it makes it even more fun to be a part of. But more than anything, I just enjoy playing the game. I love it very much. Not only competition, which we're all competitors, but when I'm back home practicing or playing with my buddies, I really have a great time. So you know, I think that's one of the key things. And then, like I've been saying all year, obviously I've been very fortunate with my health. You know, I've been very healthy throughout my career, and that helps too. You know, when you don't have big spells of time that you don't get to play.
Yeah, we'll pick it up in just a little bit. We're going to watch you hit the second shot. You found the rough.
Just right. Yeah.
It is a tight fairway,
It is.
but it is a long par 5. So that's what you hit your second. What's one of the tips that you would give people with ball below their feet, you know, and the tendencies that people tend to do? What advice could you give them?
In theory, the ball should go a little right, and if it's above your feet, it should go a little left. I think the most important thing is to be stable. Make sure that you're nice and stable through the shot, so you don't lose your balance or something. Obviously, the most important thing here is to have good contact.
Yeah.
So I think that's what you try to do.
Okay. What iron you got?
I got 8 iron.
Okay.
Layup.
Okay. Little wind down off the right,
kind of,
Wallace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jump a little bit.
That was good contact, all right.
There you go.
So, we've been talking about your golf, right? I'm curious, do you feel like you're playing some of your best golf?
You know, I feel like my best golf throughout my career was probably 2008 was probably my best golf. Then 2017 was probably another very solid year that I had. Was probably second to that 2008. I feel like this year I probably played some of my best golf since then. You know, you also have to be realistic. You know, obviously as you get older, you know, your body just doesn't act the same way, doesn't move the same way. But that doesn't mean that you cannot play good golf.
I look at Blandy.
Yeah, there you go.
Right?
He's playing some of the best golf he's played in his career, you know, and he's 50.
Yeah.
So I think at the end of the day, like I was saying earlier, if you manage to stay healthy, as you get older, what you see is guys getting a bit more injured, and then you know they play and they have to, you know, they get injured, they have to rest for a month or 2 or 3 or whatever it is. So they lose a little bit of that consistency that you get by, you know, playing over and over and over and competing over and over.
So we were looking at the individual championship, and if you look at the top 3, there's 2 Spaniards on there. Obviously yourself and John Rahm walking away with the individual title. What does that say about Spanish golf, and how confident are you to kind of have John Rahm lead the future of golf here on out, you know?
Yeah, I mean, obviously John is an unbelievable player. There's not weaknesses in his game. You know, he drives the ball great, he hits it far, his iron's great, he's a good chipper of the ball, he's a great putter.
It must be exciting though to see 2 Spanish flags on top of that individual championship standings. I mean, that says a lot about the state of golf in Spain, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I super proud of it. Obviously, Joaco is Chilean, but also another Latino up there, so the top 3. So that it's great to see, and 2 good friends of mine. And we have some young guys coming out of Spain. You know, we had the 2 guys that were playing at the U.S. Amateur, Jose Ballester and Luis Masabeu. So you never know. Hopefully they can have great careers and really kind of keep pushing that wave of Spanish golfers that are coming through.
It's looking promising, that's for sure. Hey, let's look into 2025 and Fireballs more specifically. What can we look forward to with your team in 2025?
Yeah, I mean, I think 3 of us will be, looks like we'll be the same. Probably we'll have 1 change as it looks right now. We're still kind of trying to figure it out and work out how it be and who it be. But yeah, I'm excited about it. I think that, you know, we have a solid team. I would love to kind of give it one little extra oomph, but yeah, it's been fun, and you know, we're just trying to keep making the team better and better, and grow it in every aspect of the game.
Yes, we're gonna watch you hit your 3rd shot. By the looks of it, anything just right of it's good, right?
Yeah, I mean, you try not to be too far right with this club, but
No.
just right of it. Or you can hit it straight at it.
Oh, what a shot. Man, I love the sound that he makes. It's still one of the best. I watched it for however many years it's been. It doesn't get old.
Even if my caddy gives me the wrong yardage.
Even when your caddy gives you the wrong yardage. Hey, maybe that's the key to your success, you know? It's been obviously a whirlwind in the last, I would say, 2.5 years since you joining LIV. A lot has gone on, a lot have progressed. What have you learned about yourself in the last 2.5, 3 years?
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been great to be a part of LIV Golf and the teams and Fireballs GC in my obviously my side. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of learning because obviously there's a lot of moving parts that and you know, it's a startup, so obviously things need to get better and improve and stuff like that. And that's what we're all working on, not only Fireballs but every other team in the league and stuff. So, but I think, you know, it's great to see the excitement of the people to watch us all over the world, and you know, we just enjoying it as much as possible.
I do have one final question for you, Sergio. You've done so much in your career. You've achieved so much. You've grown, you've failed, you've been through the good times and the bad times. What would the now Sergio tell the 20-year-old Sergio?
You know, not much, to be totally honest. I would just tell him to, probably when it comes down to golf, to just enjoy it, to be, probably be a little bit nicer to himself than maybe it was when I was 20 or 25. You know, kind of accept things a little bit better. But other than that, you know, it's also a learning process, and it's good for that 20-year-old Sergio to learn. That's the only way you grow up. So you know, it's been a fun ride.
That's a very eloquent way of answering that question. I love it. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. You know, I've been a fan of yours since I was a kid. Not to make you feel old or anything, but yeah, it's so cool to still watch you play amazing golf and compete and be competitive with all these guys. Nice.
Thank you.
Oh, you know, just a little routine birdie for Sergio on a par 5. What's new? Nothing new. Thank you, Sergio. All the best
Thank
this
you,
week.
Sven.
We look forward to watching all the matches. It should be good. It hopefully
fun,
comes
man.
down to the wire for you guys, but we look forward to seeing you in 2025.
Thank you.
Yeah, enjoy the
Thanks,
off
Sven.
season.
You too.
Yeah, take care.
You too.